The Leo and Danny Show. Speaking of, Leo sent me a link to a TikTok clip that went viral this last week.
Yeah.
Last podcast, it was our first one back in the new year. A little rusty. At some point, was it the 45-minute mark, the 50-minute mark?
Yeah.
I ran out of things to say. And so I just went on this hate tirade against not even fat women.
No.
Just the
bottom half.
The bottom half of fat women.
The bottom half.
I stand by it.
Yes.
What's it called? What's the nickname for a fat pussy?
Fupa.
A fupa?
Fat upper pussy area.
It's when the vagina looks like Kelly Slater riding a wave.
Oh.
But instead of riding a wave, it's riding a roll of fat.
Oh.
Imagine fucking a fupa.
Stop it, dude.
You could probably grab a handful of it like a fleshlight and just fuck it.
Stop.
6 inches away from the woman's body.
If you were single, that could have been like something you and Adam Fu could strive to do. Like, let's double team a fupa.
One guy gets the pussy and the other guy gets a fat roll. That rant I went on got picked out and isolated on some TikTok account called The Best of Podcasting.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud because he steals, I'll say it, clips from Tom Segura, Joe Rogan, all the top podcasters. And by far the most viewed clip on there was me and Leo, mostly me.
It's mostly Danny,
talking about bringing back a second reign of terror and using a guillotine to cut fat women in half so we can get rid of the worthless lower part.
And if you read the comments, a fan said it's about 80% positive towards, I think it definitely got some traffic to the pod. So it's good.
I speak what's on the mind of America.
It's good. We needed to bang that first podcast back, you know?
When I saw it, it had about 100 and maybe 70,000
It had
views.
over 500,000 when I saw it.
It's probably going to get taken down, dude. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
Over 500,000 when I saw it. It got taken down?
That's what I heard.
Probably, yeah. Somebody said it got taken down. Of course, but it did the job. It did its job, you know? It was probably Ben. He probably was working at TikTok there. He saw it. He's like, fucking.
He got laid off, so I don't think he has that power anymore.
Oh, well, there we go. Oh, shit. He didn't. Nobody even knew. We never were supposed to talk about where he worked, but I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
Well, now he's laid off, and I don't think he minds if a million Danny Mullen fans send hate mail. But yeah, just to recap, guys, if you were curious why I despise the bottom half of fat women so, it's because the only redeeming quality in a fat girl is her mouth and titties.
Oh, you bastard.
The spider-veined elephant calves, don't need those. The fupa that we already spoke about, get it out of here. The ass that looks like oatmeal, condensed in a pair of barely fitting jeans.
Oh, that is the cellulite you're comparing. Oh, to oatmeal, yeah.
It looks like if you got a pair of size 45 jeans, they'd have to be men's sizes. I don't know, women's, and you just filled them with hot oatmeal. That's what the bottom half of a fat woman looks like.
I think that there's probably a lot of black gentlemen and poor white guys who would disagree with you because the bottom half of a fat chick is probably their favorite part.
Well, it depends on her muscle prior to her getting to the obese stages. I mean, if she was like a gymnast or a volleyball player and then she became very obese, she could have a little muscle that keeps the fat kind of up there.
What are you talking about, Leo?
Well,
can you speak about this from experience? You fucked fat girls that used to be gymnasts and ones that used to just play video games.
I think that some fat girls' asses are held up a little bit better by the muscle. I'm sure we've all noticed that. I mean, for example, let's be honest. Black women's, when they're really obese, their asses they're up there. You know what I mean? But like those Walmart white trash fat women, their asses are all the way down there. I've noticed the difference. There are different fat asses. There really is.
Black people get so blessed with body parts.
Unbelievable.
Because it's so true. The black men, we all know, big penises, or even if they're just more average, or even if they got a small dick, you know the black dudes have big asses, which women love.
Yeah.
And then black chicks, fat asses and fat titties almost always.
Yep.
Or at the very least, a really nice pair of thighs.
Yeah.
But I have noticed a kind of division in, it seems to be binary. It's like a black girl is either stacked and looks like an Olympic gymnast, or she looks like Aunt Jemima. There doesn't seem to be much of a middle ground.
I see what you're saying. I mean, well, yeah, I guess it just depends on that athletic, prowess. Like, was she out, it depends on what she did in high school, I suppose.
Black men, too. They either look like they should be playing wide receiver for the Baltimore Ravens, or they look like they have stage 3 diabetes.
Their parents like to cook a lot of food.
They do eat. They eat a lot. Yeah, they eat a lot of fried food. I feel like their diet it's also high in protein. I mean, it's good and bad.
Let's think about it though, because for me, a perfect between point between wide receiver for the Ravens and guy with stage 3 diabetes. I don't even know if diabetes comes in stages. I'm talking about my ass. Is Fan Jerry. Yeah, Fan Jerry is fat, but he's not obese.
True.
Do we know a black guy who has the similar build
to Fan Jerry? No.
Fan Jerry is still fixable.
Fan Jerry is beyond fixable.
He's got some stretch marks, but they won't look that bad yet.
Okay.
If they grow a little bit more, they're going to start looking kind of bad.
Let me tell you, I've spent 2 January videos trying to get Fan Jerry onto the path of fitness, and I failed miserably each time. In 2019, I got personal trainer Mo to run him up and down the beach. In 2020, I took him to the dojo to learn some jujitsu.
In 2021, you're going to really tell him that the habit that he has of the cocaine use is okay, and maybe that'll get him to the point where he becomes thin.
Or I'm going to take him to a liposuction clinic.
Oh, my God.
Sex appeal is more important than ever, and we've got a fat ass who cannot shed the pounds in our crew.
Wait, that's really funny. Wait, how much is a lipo session? Maybe we could do that for a video. That's classic.
Need I remind you, Leo? I own soybeans.
No, you're good then.
I can pay for whatever, for whomever I want to pay for.
We should have a team colonoscopy video then where everyone gets a colonoscopy.
Way ahead of you.
What?
But more importantly, Fan Jerry needs liposuction.
It would cost about $8,000 to $10,000 to get Fan Jerry lipo.
Really?
And the shame was...
How do you know that?
My oldest sister had it done a while back, and now she lost.
Is she the one who hit me up on Instagram?
She's the one that hit him up. Oh, of course. That all makes sense now.
All right. Well, it looks like I got to move on to the younger sister. Good thing she follows me on Instagram, too.
Hey, you think you can get that haircut? I need one, too, man. We should both do a dual haircut that day. Should like $200.
Would love it. Get her in here. How many months do you think it would take for Fan Jerry to pack on every last gram that he lost from liposuction, though? I think 4 months.
You think 4 months? So
yes.
This is the second video is when he makes it back up. I don't know. Is he a kid? I heard that if you're a little too fat, though, lipo doesn't work because it's around the organs, the fat. You think he's at that point where it's kind of, I think it might be around his organs a little bit.
Why do I get the sense that everything Leo learns about any topic is secondhand through some girl who just got done sucking his cock?
It was not from a girl. It was from Joel.
I heard some fat girls can't get lipo because of organs.
Oh, you're such a bastard. No, it was Joel.
That's very interesting.
I was...